Hey everybody, I think this is my third video update this week. Shows you what kind of week it's been. It's been an exciting week, it's been a historic week, and it's been the kind of market I've been waiting a long time for. I've got the boring profit up here on the screen instead of a chart because I wanted to spend a couple of minutes just talking, so feel free to lean back in your chair and listen to me sermonize here a bit. For those not that acquainted with my philosophy, I just want to be clear that I'm not some sort of anti-business, anti-capitalist kook. I'm a businessman myself. I built and sold Prophet, Prophet, some years ago. I spent 13 years building that business up. And I'm proud of the fact that it was a real business. And by real business, I mean we didn't have any venture capital pouring into us to make us fat and happy. We had real customers, real revenue, real profits. We had happy customers, won a lot of nice industry awards. It's a good company. Did a lot of good things with a small, very smart team. And it was real business. We created value and we made a profit at it. And I'm all for capitalism. I'm all for free enterprise. I think it is the natural way for people to be in our society, in any society. When I was growing up, always viewed the ideologies such as communism as a lie, and I knew that lies eventually would collapse on themselves. Incidentally, if you hear clucking in the background, one of my chickens is laying an egg, so pardon that. It's a little ambient noise. Anyway, so the current environment we're in right now is a big, fat, stinking lie, I think, because there's all this artifice going on. The so-called recovery that the politicos in power keep talking about is absolute BS. It's propped up by trillions of dollars of artificial money. It's propped up by things like cash for clunkers and home buyers credits. And hiring zillions of census workers. And it's just, none of it's real. It's not real. It's no more real than all those internet companies who were in 1999. It's just a concoction. And I think the seams are starting to tear a bit, which is what we're seeing right now. I think the seams are going to completely rip wide open before this is all done. And we are in for a catastrophe, which is what I've been carping about for years now. The thing is, though, that people have a really short attention span and a really short memory. And even though people were sort of seeing the light back in February and March of 2009, all it took was a rising equity market and some government statistics to make them think that everything was okay again. People are getting fooled. I know some very rich, very smart people that took it hook, line, and sinker as well, which kind of shocked me. Because you assume rich folks know better, but they don't. It's all just a lie. And it's going to collapse, and it's going to be ugly. Now, to take advantage of this from a bearish trading perspective, you got to kind of sneak around while people are believing the lie, which is why, when the VIX is at 15 and companies like Pier 1 go up 7,000%, and I think that's the accurate figure, in price, it's great just to run around shorting stocks like that because you know that it's just not going to last. And that's the fun part. The not so fun part is right about now when every single front page of every paper is talking about the Dow goes down 1,000, and the VIX being up at 40, and there's really no sneaking around anymore. So that's the time to back off, which is what I've been doing. I've been covering a lot of stocks. And I've reduced my portfolio exposure from 130% down to about 25 to 30%. So I've really kind of pulled in the guns for now. Now, here's the thing, and I want to be really emphatic about this. I firmly believe that we're going to see a bit of a bounce, which is great. We need that. But B, the Bears are fundamentally back in control again. I really, truly believe that. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that the technical damage is so vast and the public's confidence is so horribly shaken that the Bears can take control of this market again. Do you really think the Joe Sixpack and Jane Sixpacks of the world are going to give the market a fifth chance when things like Thursday happen? That creates distrust. And again, the lies are starting to be exposed ever so slowly. Maybe about 3% of the light is shining on the truth now. But what I think is going to happen, and what I hope happens, being a selfish bear, is that we do get a bounce. I'd love to see a bounce of, I'm estimating about 5%. I think the natural level for, I've got the SPY up here obviously, the natural level would be for this to claw its way back up to, I don't know if it'll get this high, but let's just say as high as that. And then hang around there for a little bit and then start falling hard again. I think whatever weakness we saw today was largely driven by kind of weekend terror and sort of the shakes from yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised next week to see a, 200-point rise in the Dow at some point. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. Because back here, I'm kind of wiggling over this area, back in this day, regular readers of Slope will know that everyone was, I give up. I'm going to just buy all the dips, and this is crazy. And I said emphatically, and I won't use the exact words that I use, but basically, this is a great time to short. I used more colorful language than that. And it was a great time to short. Now, sadly, I covered a lot of that here. Actually, even worse, like up here. So a lot of this nice, juicy stuff I didn't partake in. But right now, isn't a great time to short, which is why I've kind of reduced my positions to a mere 55. All of them, with the exception of, I think, gold, small. I would be thrilled, let's bring up the cubes here, to see a recovery of, as I say, about 5% or so back into somewhere around here. I don't know what other tricks Obama and company could possibly pull out of their hat to make the market push past this level and through all this and go on. I've been wrong before. There was a time when I was so naive I thought interest rates were the only tool they had. Boy, was that dumb. They had all kinds of other cute mischief they were going to handle. So maybe there's something I'm not thinking of, like they're going to give out free money to buy stocks. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past these guys. But setting aside more antics, from a technician's perspective, that's what I would really think would make a lot of sense as far as a pullback. I am already starting to gather up the stocks that I would like to short on a recovery. They are legion, but it's going to take some push higher to make them attractive. The risk reward just really isn't there now. So, like they say of war, long stretches of boredom punctuated by moments of terror. Well, we just got past the terror. I think we're going to be heading back into boredom for a little while. And that's okay. We can use that boredom to prepare ourselves for the next swing down. So enjoy your weekend. It's well earned. And I'm going to go back to looking at charts. God, I'm boring. All right, good night.